Scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
This is one of those places that will prove if you can fight or not. It seems wild, it seems ferocious, it seems like there's no rules, and that's what it feels like when you're fighting outside under the heat.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Power punch hurdle. We are both covered in sweat. Imagine how exhausted these two athletes have to feel right now.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Punch, counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Good punch. That uppercut misses. You'd like to see, and this GB is now in trouble. She's still on her feet. I don't believe what we're seeing here. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What we saw. Here's the bell for round 2. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Nice counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. They both want the knockout. No rest for the weary. And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Oh, and Jonas blazed with that shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. match, no secret. On to the third. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Insane action. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. They're both trying for a knockout. And a counter left. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That counter shot lands. Good counter punch. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the... There's the bell for round 4. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. Good counterpunching from both these athletes. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
That one lands. A lot of big punches, and Jonas can't take it anymore.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. She misses with the jab. She just gets out of the way of that left hand. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. It's not over till it's over. Time for the 5th round. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. How is she's still on her feet. And right back into the fray. Perfect counter lands. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. That left counter was perfectly timed. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Throws the uppercut but misses. A perfect counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That one will count. These two were made for it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter. As bad as boxing. This is the beginning of round 6. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Good left counter that lands. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
She just misses with that big right hand. Oh, and that shot hurt. Down goes Natasha Jonas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happens.
Right hook misses. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. And there's the bell for round 7. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Lands with the right counter. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Nice. How is this fight still continuing? Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like...
And Miss GB is now in trouble. It somehow weathered the storm. These two were made for each other. right. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good counter left hand there. She misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. You wonder if her trainer is going to give. And we enter the 8th round. That last round was a... Oh, and she got her clean! The referee waves it up. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that.